Okay, everyone, welcome back. Short break. We have game two of Artem against Pavol here. Um, yeah, I gotta say, after a classic game one, by this point it's exactly what we expect of the games between these two players. Pavol got an early lead. Um, Artem came back big time and just killed him in the end. Exactly the way it went in the final of the first season of our professional league. And yeah, let's see if Pavel can uh, do something differently this time.
I have a feeling that this loses by Pavol is more like already by mental stuff, you know? So at some point you play well, and sometimes you just cannot really, like, you lose probably faith in yourself that you cannot really, you don't believe that you can beat him, I guess. And he's trying to play maybe sometimes you play super aggressive and it's wrong. Sometimes you play super calm and it's wrong. And this way is just everything not working for him.
Yeah,
But
it's frustrating when you have a long losing streak against one player, and especially when it's like this, like where every game he gets a good lead and then you're like, ah, I lost again.
yeah, feels really bad. Oof.
Anyway,
What
let's go
is
into the
yeah?
game. This
They
time
play
Pavel is playing black.
this time. I saw some really rare move. It's like this one, the first one. It's
Oh,
probably
from
also some
Artem.
preparation, I guess, because usually people don't play it. I don't know why. Maybe because AI said it's not good, but overall, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
not
move was
common.
already rare before before the AI basically confirmed that it's, I don't know, can
It's
we
not,
call it
yeah.
bad? It's minus 3.5%. So I
Well,
guess
three and a
that
half percent.
qualifies as bad.
3.5% is not that bad. It's like minus half a point or around this.
Yeah. Obviously, this is not what decides the game, right? But
Yeah.
it's just rarely seen um, in professional games anymore. And AI also recommends, just as Pablo did in the game, AI thinks that this move is bad because of the 3-3 invasion. The AI likes 3-3 invasion anywhere.
Yeah.
But here it's like, oh, you have to invade 3-3. He played too far in the corner. And maybe Artem prepared this sequence we see starting out in the game.
Yeah, because I feel like this sequence is pretty forced, and you can check this sequence before prepare and show some really nice move like where and put in a Pavol in a hard situation from the beginning, just with preparation with computer. Because basically so far there is no other option for black. All moves are kind of forced.
Yeah, so if Black does want to try something else, um, this might be the easiest sequence. I think if White blocks, I've played this against the AI myself, and I was surprised to see that if the AI blocks, if White blocks, this is actually good for Black, even though the shape looks kind of funky.
Hmm.
Black is satisfied with this because there is this weak point at A, and the corner is completely alive. But yeah, AI obviously didn't like it, so it just gave Atari from this side and told me like, yeah,
Yeah,
your
correct.
plan is a fail again. Uh, yeah, then it gets complicated. Connecting, then it's just
Connecting.
going to play like this. I mean, if black connects, then white can play something like this and play on both sides while black is not alive. If white just goes out, then it's even possible to just tenuki now and go fight the call later. Yeah, it was in one of my games against a human, but I didn't know it was a bot until later in the game. But he played like this as white, so
Hmm.
it kind of gave it away because No one plays like this.
Well, if you
Uh,
know this, why not? I mean, I also saw this shape before with Atari under, but I just don't play 3-5 move, like starting move, so I'm not really familiar with this stuff. Like I saw this with Atari under for sure somewhere, and I would probably consider this. Yeah, maybe in some professional game a few years ago, someone tried it and was punished or like get a bad position or worse position. It's not really, I think even though it's not, it feels like really we are telling that the white get good position. In general, white get better maybe 2 points in the beginning, and it's still like you cannot decide the game in the first Joseki. The game is long and there's a lot of place where you can just fight back
okay, but Pavol plays, I
normally.
think,
Yeah,
the most normal move.
yeah.
And I've seen also this kind of sequence.
This is the old Joseki. I think I saw it before also. It was popular a few years ago, not few years, maybe like 20 years ago. It was really popular, but right now with a different order of moves.
Hmm. Yeah, but in the game, then white chose to play here, and usually you want the ladder when you're playing this move. You want to be able to, after black gives Atari and blocks, you want to be able to play 5 here is the key
Yeah.
move, which you see in many, which you see come up quite often in many Josekis. The point is that if black turns, then this is a ladder. In this game, it doesn't work because the ladder is black. And yeah, if black escapes, then you can capture 2 stones here.
How about sacrificing this? Like, yeah, for example, this one first. If black will go out and you sacrifice it from the top. How bad is this sequence? I think it looks like a Joseki. No, not this one, but the other Atari.
The
No,
other Atari.
from the like, I don't know.
You
It's
mean now?
F5. No. Before, just sacrifice 3 stones. I mean, yeah, and sacrifice them. Not with scrolling, but Atari from the top. And again, no. This is a different Atari. You use.
Okay. Wait.
There's two Atari. You use one, and you just play Atari from different side. Just give up.
This side?
No. One play at 2. And push again.
Oh. Okay.
This one. How,
Um. Looks not too bad.
I
But
mean, I feel like looks like close to AI Joseki. I feel like at some point it can be considered. I don't know how bad it is, but if there is no ladder, I feel like the shape should be okay.
yeah, you mean black has this bad empty
Yeah.
triangle shape.
Yeah.
But you did die like this with 3 stones on the bottom, so I think
Yeah.
it's
There is
probably
still,
not so ideal for white.
yeah, but there is still, you can get some, send the exchanges at B3, make your shape even more thick, even though there is only 3 stones. So I feel like it's possible to play this
And
and
make
maybe
a big
attach.
moyo or something.
Yeah. Something like this. And there is still a lot of Agi, for example, K3 is Sentes, so you can get something else.
Hmm. Well,
But I don't
I
know.
think it's a possibility, but I don't think either of those players have a tendency to play that loose.
Yeah.
Anyway, we kind of, I mean, we suspect that Artem has something prepared, and this push might
Yeah.
be it.
Yeah, that's true. I
So yeah,
also
since
feel like,
since he cannot do this,
yeah, probably he have to push and go for some crazy semi in the corner with probably C2 or something. I don't know. Some crazy stuff or even B2. I feel like something will appear right now. Something cool. Some Tesuji in the corner, that.
this is the earliest black could block. He couldn't block. I mean, obviously here he cannot block, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just a collapse. And now,
Here it's same. You cannot block here.
yeah,
Just
the
let's just
shape is
ladder. Yeah.
too The shape
Well,
is
it's
too
a
bad.
ladder, no? Yeah, just ladder. You cannot really do anything.
Yeah, I mean, black is collapsing from multiple sides here.
Yeah,
Okay, but now he can finally Hane. So white
but
is
I'm not sure.
stopped.
I'm not sure if it's possible again. I mean,
You think white should cut?
I don't know. Yeah, for sure. Here, I guess you should cut. But what next?
Well, on the outside, I think it's not that easy to capture any of the black groups directly.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Artem studied this something with this variation, so he knows. But overall, it's very complicated. Looks quite
I,
hard to
I
solve.
I wouldn't play it without preparation for sure. This is too complicated. Like you cannot read this without studying before.
Hmm.
And I think he just starting from Ukuhazushi from the first place. He just knows where he is. It would be funny if he dies with all this group.
Well, it looks like the move he has prepared is this b3, and the idea is, yeah, whatever black plays here, even if black just connects, then like this, black has some base in the corner.
But this way
Actually, at
also,
least like this, then
yeah.
black can live in the corner, right?
And white can also live like this, no? Yeah.
With
I
this
think
end,
both. Yeah.
and
Well,
then connect here.
any move works. In fact, maybe just push on the bottom better.
So it
Just
might
yeah.
become a liberty race.
And I think 3-5 for, well, it's a liberty race and you're losing by 1. Not great.
Yeah, but white might be able to
Get
extend some
Hane, yeah.
liberties with this move.
But this is so painful. I mean, now after this, when you leave, it's not really cool. So you don't want
Yeah,
to leave
like
like
now
this.
you live is like, okay, enjoy.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. But anyway, white doesn't want black to be alive here, and white has basically infinite core threats with these all these cuts on the outside. So he can play funny
Cool.
looking double honey on the first line. Now it
Okay,
becomes a call.
let's say you give up a stone at f4 with that con. I don't know. Yeah.
The f4
Let's
stone. Let's say the best way
yeah.
black can hope for is maybe this, right? That white just
Yeah.
captures like this.
Maybe just Ponuki. Don't know. I don't know about one. Maybe just Atari is enough because you don't need. Yeah, this Atari is good enough. And and black jumps and you just take because black cannot play this call and for sure cannot.
But
What do you think?
overall, you get a Ponuki. I'm not sure if I'm happy enough with this Ponuki as white.
Yeah, I also feel that it's
I
kind
play
of okay for
here.
black.
It's
Yeah,
not even an eye, this Ponuki.
yeah. And white is not alive. So this call is tricky. It's not so easy to punish. It's not so like black can just leave with the corner and it looks good enough already. But again, maybe it looks like this, but Lila say it's minus 100 points already.
Well, I guess that's why white is threatening the other stone. This stone at m2 is more valuable because it's worth more points, and also it affects the life of both white and black groups more. So it's better like to capture. I think like this white wouldn't complain too much.
Yeah.
Because now it's black who is like with the random floating group in the middle. Oh, so that's what's happened in the game.
Really? I didn't expect really that black will ignore it. I mean, I thought black would answer anyway. Anyhow, I didn't even
Yeah,
consider
it
that.
does feel like. But what are the black core threats?
Let's consider simple Hane on the bottom.
And
What do you
here?
think? Yeah.
Well, let's check take first because that's the easiest,
Yeah.
and then it does seem like white is dead because I see 3, 4, 5, uh, 5 liberties for black and just
Yeah, and
4 for white.
So black has some liberties. I mean,
But it's not sure that it's bad, you know? Like you capture like this,
it's bad.
it's bad for who?
I'm pretty sure it's bad for white because you get you get strong corner, but there is no agi outside, and this is also considered as black has a lot of points and the wall. I mean, this is
It's
for
just
sure a
15
wall.
points.
Yeah, but the wall, okay, maybe it's not so bad, but overall I feel like it should be bad for white. Maybe it's not
Okay, I'm
really.
not so sure. My first instinct is good for white because I mean you get white has Centena, white is also very thick. You have a nice moyo going on the left. And it's just 15 points. Like you died with 8 stones, but it's only
corner
that.
is also you can add plus 15 on the corner. I mean, there is no invasion, and this is like it's like the bottom side is already 30, and it will be 30. It's not less, and that's why I feel like it's really a lot.
Okay.
But
yeah, it's optimistic like to think black will only get 15 here. He is very likely to get much more. Anyway, let's see what happened in the game. Okay, white. I'm not exactly sure why white exchanges this. Maybe he's looking at this.
Why? I mean,
this is what that exchange. If you try to play this without, then
but
it's a different story.
Black will always give up a stone there. I mean, on this attack, especially after these exchanges, yeah, you always give up a stone at f4.
Yeah, and black is
rescue
happy here, right? Like
yeah.
we were saying before, we are actually think just this stone is not enough for white, and it seems like Artem was a bit too optimistic in thinking black is ever going to connect there. But now black gets to save the bottom. Okay, here he realizes he's like, okay, also it's too slow for white to just capture. And black will get this one stone in ladder.
Yeah, black get everything here.
Yeah,
white is not alive still.
Yeah, still this whole white group is not alive. So white elects to fight, and now black saves.
Oh, if black can save it, I'm not sure black can. In fact, I feel like, for example, some honey will kill it. Not this, but honey from other side. From h5. Yeah, I think it's like this. Just Atari you can capture. Maybe not. Maybe it's not so easy. Just maybe K4 you can capture 2 cutting stones, but maybe it's not. It's just might be small. I mean this, yeah, and then you can go this, but it might be small because of tiger mouse from other side. So basically, yeah, it's working, but black can get a lot of value just playing at m5, yeah, like this.
Yeah,
this
it's not
awesome. Yeah. So basically, white cannot capture a cutting stone and rescue the group on the bottom, but overall,
this is what he played in the game.
This is looking super risky.
It's so optimistic to think black is ever going to connect this, isn't it?
Well, black is playing here. Yeah, it's like its only move. I mean, you cannot connect here. But shape. But it still might be okay, no? No, it doesn't look. Well, maybe. I don't know. Can you live with that? You can leave. I mean, you can go with J6. Oh yeah, you can also try this one. I mean, it still can live somehow. Maybe this one is not. No, this is too optimistic.
This is too bad for white, right? Like
yeah. Tanuki is not
So
worth it. But white can go at here, and now it's a ladder.
now
Yes.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But black can try, but it's unnecessary for black. It's enough just to play h5 and force white to spend 2 moves right now to defend the group. Like 1, now black gets 1 move, and now white need to defend again.
Oh, and
And
that's the game. Man, again, Pavol is getting a great Useki against Artem, and I don't know how, but it feels like it's even better than the first time. It's like, what
I
is
think
this
it's what
group? All of the white stones are here. Almost every single stone since the game started is white played is here, and he's not even made 5 points.
and he didn't made twice, and also it was his stone from the beginning. Don't forget that black
Yeah,
has
yeah,
one
it
corner
was
move.
his. You see, kids, this is why you don't play the 5-3 point, because when you don't have the base, you just end up making a bunch of useless stones. But yeah, okay, let's see. Once more. Pavol feeling good.
Yeah, Pavol against himself and Artem,
Yeah, and
and
he spends one move here. So he
it's
thinks he's not rushing like to grab uh big points immediately. He's still like tidying up the fight and the shape.
but this is big. I mean, this move is huge. I feel like it's maybe even necessary to play a move, because if white will play there, then would be some running stuff. I don't think black really needs this.
Yeah, you don't
And
want to play this kind of game super complicated with a group in the middle.
but from the other hand, if you can capture these 2 stones, like for example, white will take a big move and you play Shimari on the right, you are kind of happy with this amount of territory you gain. So maybe it would be enough for whole game.
Hmm.
This looks huge. So Pavel's moves looks really reasonable this game, and I feel like maybe we will see a comeback, or at least a comeback. We cannot call a comeback when Pavel lose 6 games in a row, but at least we can see the first victory. Let's call it like this.
Okay, but Artem agrees with you. He thinks he cannot afford to die with these 2 stones, so he has to run. But I mean, you're already on one useless group. This is the start of the second useless group. It's not looking good so far.
Yeah, but at least it's complicated. I mean, you don't need to count points as far as you don't need to build points as far as you making game complicated.
Hmm.
This is the logic, I feel. Oof.
Okay. And here I think I like White's idea that he didn't just continue extending or running with the middle and playing heavy.
Yeah.
He's borrowing strength from leaning on Black's corner. One is a bit
This,
weird, right?
yeah. Maybe there is some strange cut which we are missing. Like if you, yeah, this is a normal move.
Is he maybe worried about this?
I don't know.
I mean, I could see why, because now Black has almost 2 eyes here. And after 8, then the cut at A is not working as well. So shape wise, this would be pretty bad for white.
But the other move is also doesn't make like, yeah. Okay, if you get this exchange, it's fine. But if black would try to play other move, maybe it would be better. I don't know. To extend, yeah. For example, just here also feels better. This one.
Hmm. Well, this Hane feels very important for the middle fight. So in retrospect, I do like this white move. I think Artem
Find some strategy.
identified a key point here for the
I'm
shape.
thinking about answering this move at n6. Just, I don't know if it's better. Yeah, like this. And in this key, I'm not sure it's a good exchange overall for the white shape.
Because now
I don't think it's time for Tenuki. Yeah.
No, I mean, white wants to cut over
Cut?
here at
Yeah.
R3,
Yeah.
so we can maybe get this, but yeah,
Some
after this move at A, then there is some problems with the connection for white.
yeah. Something like this. But in general, I just feel that maybe K6 is a bit slow, and this is already giving some advantage for white. But
As
probably
well as
it's not
good
that.
shape, right? Like, this
Yeah,
is so good shape.
it's almost alive already.
Yeah, with one move you can basically, you're 100% alive.
Yeah,
Uh,
you don't want to live like this, but there is possibility.
yeah. Well, I agree with you now that uh, extending here looks better. Anyway, in the game, Pavol extended to the other side. Artem jumps. Okay.
Time for a cut.
Yeah, so overall we can kind of sum up the result here as black
This half.
has taken this corner.
I think black took everything here on this part of the board.
20 something, 25, let's say. A bit less than 25, but let's say 25. But white got solid. I mean, white's shape on the outside is not heavy at all anymore. Now white's shape on the outside is thick.
Yeah.
Okay. I think 25 points is not too much damage.
But also left. I mean, if you can at this point before the cut at P8, you can consider as a global situation because there is two Hoshi, so this half of the board it's easy to count if it's a good position or like how bad the position for white is. I feel like black group in the middle is not weak, like because there is on the left, on the right. Yeah, white is stronger, but white has two groups on the left and on the right. So it's really hard to get any value from attacking this middle group. And black has a lot of points. I mean, 25 on the right, and on the left it's at least 13, I guess, 12, 13. It's 30 something, maybe 30 plus Komi. And black has a move.
Yeah,
So
white is still on practically zero this game.
Yeah, so white has on the bottom it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on this part of the board, black is leading by 20 and plus Komi, and black has a move. So in general, it's leading more, I think more than 20 points already black is leading in this game.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, white still needs more to recover from that not ideal, let's call it, not ideal result in the first corner. But at least in this corner, white did not bad, I think.
It feels like white built some shape, but it's not clear it's so good. So far, I feel like it's still not good because white built some shape, white give up a lot of points. But what is the value? Just to create a group, it's not the best value you can get.
Yeah, but I see. I mean, I think especially with this move, this little bit strange looking one space jump. I think white wants to attack this center group. He's not being very subtle about it.
Yeah, but you know, it can live in was with one move at K5, for example. So, and also obviously black will answer once. Like black will answer at J9, for example. And this is all attack you can get.
This one space jump is pretty bad locally, right? Because black can turn here, and you're kind of like, usually you want to play this, but then this double P bites you in the ass, and if you have to play something like this as white, then you're just digging yourself in further.
That's true. To be honest, I don't already see how white can really come back in this game if black play safe. For example, if there would be not Pavol, but for example Ryan, I wouldn't really already. I would say it's game over because Ryan is really good in finishing games. He feels confident in endgame and stuff. And Pavol, he can go all in at some point where it's not necessary. So right now, the position is really hard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Pavol has more tendency. Actually, I asked him specifically about this, and he said that he just thinks like his standard for when he starts to play safe, he only thinks you should start playing safe when you're ahead by a ton. Like he needs to be ahead by I don't know 30 points before he gets
But
into this
it's
mode where you're like, okay, I'm going to play safe. I'm not making any weak groups. I'm not giving my opponent a chance anywhere. And maybe for like you mentioned, maybe with Ryan, it's okay. I don't need to be ahead 30 points. Maybe 8 points is enough, and I don't need to go ham everywhere where I get the opportunity.
That's true. But overall, this is for sure like black. I feel leading like close to 20 points right now, and now it's just you don't need to rush stuff at this point. I feel like it's already should be an easy game.
This A to B exchange
It's a huge gain
is
also.
also so painful. I mean, it's actually not so unrealistic to see a world where white
Need to leave to
is
build second eye.
yeah actually has to play something like this and create 2 points with all of these groups.
It's not 2 points. On the bottom, it's at least 4, and it's 5.
Yeah, you know what I mean though. It's like okay, but here's something. Maybe Pavol is finally starting to feel generous.
This is feels like a safe move, but I feel like it's not the best one. I feel like jump is just better.
Well,
It's
white can jump in here, and black can't cut this
yeah, it's
because the lack
obvious.
of liberties. So yeah, this would
But
also create the problem at A, and black loses
yeah,
his eye.
but now you can just try to enclose left group, for example. Yeah, and there is no problem. Like I don't see a problem of giving up these 3 points in center.
Hmm. Yeah, I also feel like this one little bit slack maybe.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't give you 2 eyes. I mean, it's no 2 eyes right now. You cannot build 2 eyes in. Like it's better. It would be better to play not this one, but maybe just K5.
Then the only way you lose eyes is if white tries to
Yeah.
play something like this.
Yeah, so this way I could understand you like immediately make 2 eyes, but the other move is not really helping you in making 2 eyes. Anyway, the next move you want to make 2 eyes is K5, but then your move is kind of useless at L5.
Okay, maybe finally the first mistake from Pavol this game. Someone's asked, what about when you're behind? How many points behind do you need to be before you start going crazy?
It's hard. I mean, right now, if you are behind by 10 points, I think you already need to think about going crazy. From my perspective, but it depends how crazy. If you want to go really all in, then maybe it's not necessary. But
yeah, there is like different stages of crazy. There is I'm 5 points behind crazy. Let me just try and cheat a bit in the end game here. And there is like I'm 25 points behind crazy. I'm basically ignoring all of my groups, ignoring all of your groups. I just want everything now.
Yeah, it's also depends. For example, can be some group which you are not pretty sure that you can leave or not, but if you are behind, you just leave it and give possibility to decide can your opponent kill it or not, and something like this, and get extra value. Might be some craziness, but in general, it depends on position, because in some position also 10 points is worth way more than in some position 20.
Yeah, it depends. Basically, it depends on the board situation. Um, wait. Uh, the game has kind of gotten away from us, so let's catch a bit. Let's catch up
Yeah,
a bit with
okay.
the game. Okay, so white plays this k8. This move, basically, the aim is to keep black
Quiet.
without two eyes. I'm not. Oh yeah, so this push is probably about the thing we mentioned
Yeah,
earlier with this
shape is
turn
bad. Yeah.
breaking white's shape. Actually, feels kind of
Yeah,
bad that black didn't take
use it.
advantage of this.
But from other hand, this exchange also doesn't look so bad for black. So
Yeah, it's not like black is feeling horrible extending on the fifth line. It's like, okay, you can keep pushing more if you want.
yeah, this is true.
Okay, and now white enters the right. So creating yet another group now. Still didn't make any points. Just invading, just putting out fires.
I would take a
Till
corner
now.
right now. I would just take a corner. Maybe with just kick would be enough. I'm not sure, but I would kick and take the top corner, get sent and play San San.
Like
This
this.
would be my yeah, and then you answer this once, I guess.
Here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure. And probably white need to jump somehow. Yeah, this is. I feel like white have to jump, and then you just all play or play Sansan or play L17, which is also a big move, whatever. And I don't see how really in this kind of game how white can be close on points. There is no
Yeah.
area where you can like after 7 you limit all big points. For example, if white plays Shimari any like the last big point, it's not really enough for sure. White have only Shimari and 5 points. It's and Komi.
Yeah,
Usually it's not
basically,
enough.
white doesn't have potential anywhere. It's not just that
Yeah.
white doesn't have solid points. White's potential is very limited.
So I think this way it's just way better to finish the game this way. It's way more safe.
Oh, and Artem didn't like my move with blocking further
Yeah,
on the second line. I actually kind of like this move. I wonder
this
if he
is good
just
move.
didn't see it.
It's Palco. It's Pavol. This.
Oh, it's Pavol. Okay. Anyway, yeah. He decided to play a safer move. Now it's a bit easier to get the base on the right.
Yeah.
But he's
But
probably, I think this is enough for him too. Like, he's in the mentality that this game would be hard to lose.
it's true. But you keep one side open, and in this kind of game where you have way a lot of cash, you need to limit all potential because right now I feel like there is white can manage something to build on the top.
Hmm. Yeah, and white starts first with this. Still, white is aiming at this group. It's not weak at all, but as long as you don't have two eyes, it's not alive. There is a chance. And
Yeah,
I would be so, I don't know, if Artem actually kills this group, this game again after all of those previous games, that would be pretty crazy. But here,
this jump.
yeah, white is playing pretty safe.
Yeah, this is also interesting. Like white is behind for like if you count points right now, white have 10, maybe okay, 10 plus 5, 15 plus a corner, and black has over 50. So it's not even close. And this safe moves doesn't help you. For example, if black played J11 right now with the jump, I don't see where you can get a lot. But here is I see some cut is coming. And I think this is a chance. I mean, you give up a cutting stones, and maybe it's a sacrifice, but
Uh-oh. Wait, what is Paco doing?
he give up 3 stones with the sacrifice. This is yeah, and
Should white can take here, right?
yeah, you connect. You give up
Okay.
3 stones.
You give up 3 stones like this?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not good, but
It's starting. There's
yeah,
something.
there's no need to do this. First of all, I mean, it's okay to play like this, but there is also it's not necessary at all.
Okay, yeah. So black still took Gote here. that thing we mentioned earlier, where white might have to spend one move to make a second eye there in the center, that's gone. He now made 6 points from capturing those 3 stones, plus the 5 he already has on the bottom. Slowly but surely. And he still gets some peeps here. For example, this, okay, that's what he played in the game. He peeps. And
This one is big.
Sente, run to the top. Yeah, very big move.
I'm not sure you need to answer there also. On the top, maybe it's better to take just another big move. Basically, your corner is alive, yeah. And I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it's
that
pretty big
Sansan is
though,
big.
right? If you
Yeah,
get
it's big,
reduced
but
like this.
yeah, but overall one is bigger, I feel. If you are
It's
alive,
even some problem with the life, maybe.
depends. It depends on Q8 19. Can you get it in center or not? But okay.
I mean, I think Palco's mentality is showing a bit here. Like he played a very simple, but not actually like good for him variation here, and now he also defends calmly. So I think I don't know if he's listening to us, but he thinks he's ahead.
Okay, no, but he's ahead. That's true. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I will not argue with this. He's ahead by a lot, but still, I mean, this is the point where I would ignore it and try to live with all.
Oh,
I feel like,
you think White should ignore and take a big move again?
yeah, maybe you play endgame, for example, at T16, for example, or something, just to play some extra moves and try to live in center.
Hmm. Yeah, well, in the game, White is answering, and it still looks like it's not that easy to live. So we're gonna have to see.
Okay.
Locally, if Black plays Honey now, I mean, inside it's not sure White can create 2 eyes, but maybe there is some
Magic. Well, there is some magic with R9, so no, yeah, this is for sure second eye.
like this.
Yeah. Feels like it's a bit risky to cut. Yeah, especially cut this way.
Okay, Pavol leaves it for now. I would like to at least check once
Yeah,
what's
just to get
White's
this exchange,
plan.
would be really great. In fact, to play one, but maybe he afraid that White will also cut him in center with O12. Yeah, like this.
Okay, and you're saying Black doesn't wanna get tangled up in this fight right now.
Yeah. So Black is just taking top side, which is great. I mean, move at K17 is good. I like it a lot. If Black can capture this stone, I don't think White can really come close with points in this game.
Okay, but I mean, White also has to be at least a little bit reasonable. You start running here, then I mean, if you spend your whole game running, you also don't.
But I would run, because there is no, like, if Black will play one, what you will do? Let's consider the other way. For example, how you will continue the game if you just play as White and Black just captures stone, because there is no agi. I mean, you play here.
Like this.
Yeah, you can play here. You can even play more safe. You can play L16, for example.
Okay.
Let's count points right now. I think Black has one side more than White, and White also has more problems.
I mean, I want to count points, but I also want to catch up a bit to the game. So maybe let's catch up a bit more, and we'll do a count. Okay, Black takes that advantage there. Okay, and try to. Oh, that's interesting. Crazy.
It's good, yeah.
Maybe first, White should answer. No, that's also bad. This looks like quite a severe attack from Black.
Yeah. Like Black is getting something extra. Maybe this one is. I don't like this.
Is this Sente?
It's close to, but.
But you have to play there. If you don't play there, then
You have to. Okay. Then yeah, then it's fine. I thought you can just only connect from the top, but if like this, that's true.
Okay, so
But
white completely alive.
black also get a lot, and now black can play at k15, and it's I feel completely safe.
Okay, he agrees with you.
So now we can basically count points. Okay, this one maybe it's not the safest move. I would play Keima at f11. It's also big, but overall it's kind of same. Like
Yeah.
Keima with that group also looks it looks like the most safest move you can ever find in this game.
Okay, but this upper left got pretty big. I mean, you let white play 5 moves there.
Yeah,
So black has definitely been playing extra safe.
but also you get a lot. I mean, I think black is not smaller. Like upper right is not smaller than upper left. And in the end, it would be bottom is kind of same with the corner and this group. Like, yeah, bottom is kind of left group and the corner plus this center is kind of same. And then we have bottom right territory against two ice groups. So
This is 30 for white. This one is 10. Captures. 5 here. Another 5 here. Overall, 50 points for white plus Komi.
yeah,
And for black, this. Oh, there. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so 35. And 5. 10.
and 5.
And 5 for
Only
that center group. Okay, so 30, 40, 75 against
plus
50. Yeah,
75
it
plus
seems you're right. Like black
plus
played
move.
slack, but this white's not winning this in endgame if nothing
Yeah,
happens.
I mean, you cannot. It's like without Komi, it's basically 20 points, and there is no place where you can catch up at 20 points. So
Maybe this is the place.
yeah. That's why I wanted to play Keima. I know Artem very well. I mean, he also understands that he needs to do something, and this is the last place you can imagine to make something. But again, it's probably will not work. But still,
Okay, but here, look at this. I think Artem was hoping for something like this to happen
yeah,
because there is a cutting point here. But since black can resist, then maybe this move was white should just play here, right?
yeah,
Or oh, not enough, right? Because if black
yeah.
lives,
It's kind of same. If black lives here, I think it's not important what will happen. If black is alive with this huge dragon, is game over. Because there is no place where you can really uh, there's no place you can really come back 20, like where you can build 20 points overall. So also after h17, there's a lot of ag in the corner. For example, you can play d18, so the corner is smaller. So you need just make two eyes. That's all the goal.
okay, so that's the name of the game. Once more, Pavol against Artem needs to make 2 eyes with a group that should really be impossible to die.
Now
Okay.
it's no, it's a co on the bottom. It's great. At least it's a co.
Oh, you mean this co?
Yeah, it's a co. I mean, and
Okay, so there
also
is co for 1 eye.
yeah, it's better than nothing. So if something will go wrong, there is still a co. So I'm happy already. That probably it's not gonna die.
Okay, okay. Here,
Oh,
Artem.
going
I
crazy a
think
bit.
basically just has Artem got to the same conclusion as you did that either he gets something from this group or the game is done for.
Yeah. But he didn't get much.
Oh, well, yeah, not with this move. I thought he's going to play here, but
Let's say
it's
black
true
plays
that
it. Yeah.
there is no way you're killing this group. It's like has eyes, it can connect.
And the other group, the white group, is also not 100% alive.
Black can
Black
even
can
play like this,
yeah.
and white's group is also not alive, as you mentioned.
There is also N5, which is center for black, and black can just destroy your eyes. Like if you play N5 and connect, there is white group without eyes.
N5 and connect, yeah.
Yeah, this is it's close to dying, so it's not like possible to do something. Did they finish, or there's someone said that there is third game? I didn't check.
No,
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 they're
not
still
yet. They're
playing.
still
Yeah,
playing.
maybe
Okay,
it's not
maybe
correct.
here.
Maybe it's not correct to cheer for Pavol so much, but it's also about third game, about losing streaks and other stuff.
I mean, at least he
So
made a bit of a minus here, like with this
yeah,
move.
yeah, some minus.
White just
But
cut and challenge
at least
black to resist, but black doesn't want to take any
that's
risk
good.
now.
Yeah, it's a good strategy.
Okay, here's a call.
Okay.
But according to our earlier count,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not
you can
possible
win
even.
this call. You can gain 5, you can gain 10 points. You cannot gain 30 points in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you need to you need to die with the group, otherwise it's not possible. I mean, there's might be a tricky cost threat. By the way, he cut. I mean, why? You can
Oh,
capture 3 stones.
you mean why did white cut?
Yeah, you can capture 3 stones. It's enough to win. Also, this is for sure a lot. I mean, you can give up that and probably just play endgame, continue to play endgame. It's a lot of points.
Yeah, you mean if white just finishes the call now, black's
Yeah,
still gonna win easily.
by a lot. Yeah, it's not even close. So there is no need. But maybe I don't know, because I feel like if white will play n3, it's huge. It's kind of reverse sentence. So and white can ever all the time play it. So I feel like these 3 stones is just bigger to take than Zco at all.
Oh, so you're afraid, for example, uh, they continue playing the call and then
Yeah,
white
this
is
is a
gonna
cause threat.
get this as a call threat.
Yeah, and this is painful.
Yeah, but I mean, then black also gets more call threats, right? Like this one and
Yeah,
Atari
yeah, yeah.
here. So in any case, I don't see a comeback here for white. White did decide to ignore this black call threat, and if black gets nothing here,
Then it's still not enough.
then I mean we won the call for free. That's a good first step, but
But
this
still, you
does
need.
seem to be working for.
Yeah. Well, 1, 2.
Oh, I think Artem plans to play here,
But doesn't work.
doesn't it? This
Yeah, you can just throw in and descend. Throw in. Yeah, it's for sure not working.
throw in, descend. If white
There,
connects, then
yeah.
black wins the capturing race. Yeah, and there is no real other choice. You're not gonna play ko here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no.
I mean, you just exchange the small ko for the big ko.
And also, why black is gaining a lot. Even if black is dying here, black gaining a lot of outside moves. So let's say black, I'm not sure, maybe black is dead here, but even like this, it's worth a lot. I mean, if black can get all center moves and come back at n3, it would be super great, as just in endgame. I mean,
But it looks like white is just dead.
really? Yeah, that's pity. It's yeah. So at least we will have a third game. That's great news. Or maybe Artem will go for a kill, but I don't see how you can kill this huge group.
Kill what? Is there anything of
No.
blacks that
So
has
you
doesn't have two
cannot
eyes?
really cut. No, you cannot really cut, and it's not possible basically to kill anything. So I don't think.
Okay, so finally Pavol did it. He didn't throw a game. Artem has just resigned. We're gonna have a game 3.
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy about that.
me too. And also, I think maybe on momentum, Pavol has some advantage. I mean, he break a record, and if we are entering game 3, so I feel like it's already close to, maybe not to Pavol advantage because he lost 6 games, but it's close to 50-50 for the final game.
Yeah, it's strange that we say that, but he also knows that he was leading and he has a good position in many of those games. And all it takes is just calmly finishing it out, not giving your opponent a chance to come back. And this game he did it.
Yeah, he played really well.
I see we missed maybe some questions in the chat.
Yeah.
It seems in the league Artem has consistently played something weird after he wins his first game. Yeah, Artem took it literally when we said that our mission is to play exciting games in this league. So he's like, I mean, it's also kind of practice games for us, or when we hopefully get back to having some real tournaments. And if this is the place to try new things and new openings, new ideas.
Yeah, I hope he will play a lot 5-3 against me. As far as it's working right now for him, it should be a good choice, probably
Yeah,
against
we
me.
thought he had something prepared. I mean, it looked like he did, but Pavol countered it really well. He didn't make
Yeah,
basically any mistakes for a large portion of this early game.
yeah. I feel like
Um,
first half he played really well and he was leading, and then was no panic. This I like. He didn't cut. He didn't go for a kill. Okay, there was maybe a bit more aggressive moves than he should do. For example, like S14 and trying to get some value. Maybe Artem could play more aggressive, but in the end, he finished the game almost without risk, and it was good. So now he gets some confidence and he probably can show us a good performance in the next game.
okay, let me just change the score here and we'll go into second break before game 3.
Yeah, I want to remind you that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel under the stream. Also, you can support us on Patreon, and there is also the donation button if you want us to continue this project and to go on. Just support us and we will be really thankful for that. So we will go for a small break. How long it will take, this break?
I think 5 minutes is enough. Maybe we do something in the middle now, like 7 minutes.
Okay.
Did this start at 6? Yeah, it started at 6 CET, but this is the end of game 2. So they already played 2 games. The score right now is 1-1. We're gonna go on a 7-minute break, and then they will start game 3, the deciding game. And we will be back here to comment. See you guys in a bit.